Hey, what's going on, Soul Brigade? So yeah, we're back at the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. So it is time for Mega Man X3. So just like X1 and 2, this one has an intro, and I think the intro for Mega Man X3 kind of goes on a little bit too long for my take, but hey, it's whatever. In the year 21XX, all the Mavericks have been neutralized thanks to the efforts of a Reploid scientist named Dr. Doppler. Jeez, another doctor. We had Dr. King, Dr. Wily, Dr. Light. Jeez. So, yeah, Dr. Doppler. Apparently he's a Reploid scientist who wanted to use the Reploids to basically benefit robot kind. Of course, this story takes forever explaining that. Doppeltown is the name of his so-called utopia that he wants. With Dr. Doppler guiding them, the world seemed ready to enter a new golden age. But Dr. Doppler, of course, he was using the Reploids for his own evil needs. After a few months, everything went to shit. The Mavericks, who were supposed to have been neutralized by the neural computer, suddenly appeared and began to riot. It's a riot, everybody! Yeah! And there's Doppler's logo. He has a giant green D. Doppler was the mastermind behind the invasion. Of course he was! Soon, the call went out to X and Zero to destroy the invading Mavericks and to bring Dr. Doppler to justice, aka kill him. No, don't bring him to justice. Don't just have him locked up. Kill him. Maverick Hunter X and Zero, dispatch. Yeah, this intro is still going. By the way, it's not over. It's not over. We still got like another minute and a half of this. A few hours later, emergency contact was made by the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. Is that the name of the headquarters, Maverick? I thought it was called Maverick Hunters with an S. Whatever. Hey, what's going on there, guys? Welcome to Mega Man X3. This is the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. We are under attack from the Doppel Force. All units return to base immediately and return fire. And that was the intro of Mega Man X3. I know. Don't you just love it? But yeah, what's going on, Tour Brigade? Welcome to Mega Man X3. Guys, I will be right back. I had to pause the game. Be back in a few. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Oh, you actually get to see the pause screen for once, like this pause screen. So yeah, that's cool. Anyway, Mega Man X3 with a really badass intro. Yeah, X and Zero just shoots this giant bug mechanoid down, and I freaking love it. Ah, that's so cool. So freaking cool. X, I'll clear out the enemies out here. You go ahead and deal with the ones inside. Of course, Zero. Of course. And there we go. That's how the game starts. No one died this time in the intro. Yay. Except probably the thousands of people that might have lived here previously. But at least we didn't get to see it happen, like in X2. Green biker dude, his spirit lives on. Wait, do robots have spirits? That's a question for another day. But yeah, X3, Mega Man X still has the same abilities. He can still dash, shoot his Mega Buster. I'm really glad that they have it so the dash is automatically a thing in the future games after X1. Mac, where have you been? Also, this is a very underdeveloped character. Like, you don't even get to see him that much. You're far too trusting, X. I'm now a member of Doppler's army. You'll make a fine addition to our forces once you have shown the true destiny of the Reploid race. Well, that was a turn for the worse. Anyway, that was X3. I know it was a very short game. What? I only took like, what, 15 minutes? Anyway, no, we're not done. Anyway, Zero! One of the biggest changes in X2 to X3 is being able to play as Zero. Gotta say, Zero's stage theme is like really cool. I love it. Anyway, Zero has a saber that he uses. Basically charge up his buster until he turns green. He gets 2 charge shots and then a saber slash. So yeah, that's Zero. Hey Link Master, welcome to X3. How's it going, dude? Hope you're doing well. Hey Nicole, welcome to Mega Man X3. Also, you guys get to hear the theme a little bit longer. Hey, Roddy has returned yet again. So yeah, we're busy playing Zero. Boss fight time. You had cheesy hamburger helper. So yeah, here's Mac. Like, he just fights us. You don't even know much about him. He just shows up, basically betrays X, and then he's dead. Yeah, he's gone. We won't see Mac for the rest of the game. Are you okay, X? Thanks, Zero. I'm okay. I'll check around headquarters again. Be on your guard, X. So thanks for the likes, guys. Thank you for the likes on stream. Very much appreciated. Anyway, intro stage boss. So just like in X2, giant mechanoid, looks intimidating as hell, but can't take a hit. Look at that. Look how intimidating it is. Look at its eyes. Its eyes is like glowing like this demonic green color. But it's not nearly as much of a threat as it looks. And look at the giant city in the background. Like the sky's all red and everything. And that was it. I could never beat those giant mechanoids without taking at least one hit. I want to because you get an achievement medal for it, but I never can do it. Like, I always get hit at least once in these fights. Oh, you played Tales of Symphonia. Nice. Looks like we've swept most of the enemies out of here. I'll go on back and check on headquarters. Call me if you need me. See you later, X. So, I don't want you to get too comfortable with that intro stage thinking, oh, the game looks like it's going to be easy and simple. No. Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Anyway, we got our 8 Mavericks here. We got Blast Hornet, Vault Catfish, Crush Crawfish, Tunnel Rhino, Neon Tiger, Toxic Seahorse, Gravity Beetle, and Blizzard Buffalo. So, actually, I do have 3 optimal Mavericks to take on first. Either the Buffalo, Gravity Beetle, or in some cases, Tunnel Rhino. I'm going to take on Blizzard Buffalo like everybody else because I value X's life. But thank you very much. Anyway, here's the Maverick intro. You can skip these, ironically enough. I think I want to say this is the only game you can skip Maverick intros, which is kind of weird. How come X3 is the only game that allows you to do this? I don't know. So yeah, here's Blizzard Buffalo stage. I kind of like the aesthetic here. It's like a ruined, like an abandoned, ruined town covered in ice and snow. I kind of like this. And the music really fits, too. But, why don't I like X3 as much as X1 and 2? Well, like I said, this game is much freaking harder. And the reason why the game is so much harder, because it's... The Mavericks... Okay, Blizzard Buffalo, I feel like, is probably the only Maverick that, on my first time, I can beat with no problem. Because all of the other Mavericks are so difficult. And the enemies are, too. Like, take one hit of contact damage from these enemies and, like, at least a third of X's health is just depleted. I don't know why they made X3 so hard, but they did. Yeah, I am Roddy G. But, whew. Oh my gosh. But, I mean, just because I think this game is hard, and it is, does not mean I think this game's impossible. No, you can beat this game. It's just gonna take some diligence and some, patience. Anyway, Sub-Tanks, Heart Tanks, and Dr. Light Capsules are also back. Of course, they're not going anywhere. Not anytime soon. I always get hit by that guy when I try to do a dash jump off the wall here. Okay, so a Dr. Light Capsule is right over here to do a dash jump off the edge, and I missed it. Gotta go back. Oh, really? Really? Okay, I hate that so much. That enemy respawned. I was barely off screen from that enemy, and it already respawned. That's so dumb. Hey, Rosie, welcome to Mega Man X3. Okay. No! I don't usually mess this up like that. Not usually, but of course. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, I missed it. I missed again. Are you serious? Just let me up there, please. I mean, I'm getting more health in the process, but I want the Dr. Light upgrade. There we go. Oh, that took 3 attempts. Enter the Capsule X. Take this leg upgrade. The upgrade will enhance your mobility in the air. You will be able to dash left, right, or even straight up into the air. Oh yeah, we get this. And Mega Man X's legs look cooler now. Yay! Wait, there was a Rayman announcement at that State of Play address. That's actually pretty cool. Was it a Rayman 4? Because I didn't actually get to watch the thing in entirety. But that's actually really cool. Rayman in 2026. Oh, it's a. I figured it probably wasn't a Rayman 4. That's wishful thinking, I guess. So yeah, the sub tank is over here. Get enough momentum from a jump off of this platform and then do an upward dash. The way to do the upward dash is to tap up after jumping. You gotta do it quickly or else it won't work. There we go. Okay, we got the sub tank, we got the Dr. Light upgrade. We can't get the heart tank yet because, well, we don't have the capacity to do so. So, don't worry about it. Act like it's not there. But I do know where it is. No, there's no Rayman 4. There's no Rayman 4. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to beat Blizzard Buffalo without dying here. I'm going to try, but I can't guarantee anything. Here he is, guys. The Buffalo. Look how big he is. He's huge. So Blizzard Buffalo, his attack pattern is not really that difficult to memorize. He likes to charge into the walls most of the time, like he's doing now. Other times he'll fire like these icy shots that'll basically when they once they hit a surface. Oh, yep, I'm dead. But once the ice hits the surface, it'll turn into like these prickly ice projectiles that can damage X. Yeah, I was low on health. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I didn't get to really finish explaining his attack pattern. He also has this ice beam that he fires as well. That it won't damage X when he gets hit by it, but it'll just stun him. That's all it'll do. The only thing I don't like about this battle is that you can't really charge up the Buster while hanging on the walls because of the way the controls work. The only way you could charge up the X Buster while climbing up a wall and jumping is if you do all 3 buttons at once, and it's a real hassle to try to do that. There's the ice beam right there. Like I said, it doesn't hurt. It just stuns him. Like that. Of course, Blizzard Buffalo will try to take advantage of that and dash into X, but as long as you stay diligent in the fight, it shouldn't be too bad. And dude, what is he doing? He's facing the wrong way. What was that? What was that, Blizzard Buffalo? What were you doing? Okay. Now he's going to charge again. There we go. So yeah, don't let Blizzard Buffalo chart run into X, cause yeah, you can see like half his health is gone once he does. It's not pretty. Anyway, defeating Blizzard Buffalo gives the Frost Shield, which is basically an ice missile that'll turn into spikes once it hits the ground or a wall. I don't know why it's called a Frost Shield. Can someone explain in chat why it's called a Frost Shield? Because I don't know. Kind of a weird name for it. Call it the Frost Spike or something. Frost Shield doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know. Okay, our next Maverick we're taking on is Toxic Seahorse. Because I'm going in weakness order because these Mavericks are hard as shit. And I don't feel like taking them on with anything but what they're weak to. I don't care what you say. These Mavericks are hard. Well, except Blizzard Buffalo and Gravity Beetle, I guess. But Gravity Beetle is going to be much later. Okay, so Toxic Seahorse. His stage is okay, I guess. It's like this sewer plant or something. I don't know what this really is supposed to be. But X3, I think X1, X2, X4, X5 are all easier than X3. Like, for some reason, X3 decided it wants to be harder than like half of the series. I don't know why. Did they intend X3 to be the last game before they did X5? I don't know why X3 is so hard. I will never understand it. Anyway, yeah, we're just grabbing some health for our sub-tank. Sub-tanks still work the same way. Grab health when X's health is already full, it'll go to his sub-tank. Of course, it's been the same since. Well, it does kind of change a little bit in the later parts of the series. Also, there was a heart tank up there. Just keep climbing up, right there. Can't miss it. Anyway, there's a room. There was a room like this in Blizzard Buffalo stage. That's not going to come into play until after we beat this Maverick that we're about to fight. Also, this, don't worry about it. It doesn't have any importance now, so just act like that's not there. That will come into play much later in the game. And I will explain what it is. Oh, come on. Also, if you're still here, thank you for being here. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. I think it's only my mods here again. I kind of noticed that's a thing a lot because I have so many moderators that regularly watch me. Most of the time, it's like it's only moderators in my chat. It's kind of weird because a lot of time on other channels I be seeing like it's only like people who's not moderators and they be looking for moderators. But now, right now, it's only moderators. It's kind of weird how that works. Most of my moderators are, well, that's why they're mods, because they're regular watchers of me. That's why. You guys watch me regularly, and like I said, I really appreciate that. Because, you know, when I do games like this, you know, it's like, it helps to have people in the chat that I can speak with, you know? It really does. That's why I always ask, oh, is anybody here? Is anybody here? Because, you know, I care about my viewership and my audience. I care about the people who watch me because it makes me happy to know that they watch my content. Anyway, right there. Don't be so quick to go to the left when you fall down here because, yeah, spikes. That got me the first time when I played this. And I was so pissed off because how was I supposed to know that was there? Well, I guess the game expects you to know that. It expects you to know. Anyway, here's Toxic Seahorse. So he's weak to the Frost Shield. Basically, whenever he gets hit by it, he'll get stunned and then jump. If you don't have his weakness, he likes to fire like these toxic projectiles that they'll bounce around the room and then they'll start like splitting apart. And it's a lot to take in. So Just do what I'm doing. Use his weakness. Use his weakness. Don't make it hard. Don't make it any harder on yourself than it needs to be. Just do what I did. But Toxic Seahorse can be quite a tough challenge if you don't have his weakness. Then again, pretty much all these Mavericks are, except Blizzard Buffalo. Look at that. Like, half his health is gone just from, like, getting hit, like, twice. See? Imagine if I had just the X-Buster, guys. Imagine. Anyway, we get the Acid Burst for defeating him. Basically, it's a toxic bubble that splits apart when it hits the ground. It deals a good amount of damage, but I don't really see myself using it that much. It's okay. It's an okay weapon. He is the Maverick Hunter I failed to catch last time. I had no idea he's so powerful. Bit and bite. Bring that Maverick Hunter to me, alive if possible. Affirmative, Dr. Doppler. Alive, Dr. Doppler? You are so kind. Watch your mouth or I'll put you back where I found you. Even with your enhancements, you're still no match for me. Thanks for the upgrades, Doctor, but I have a score to settle. And I'll do it my way. Fine, just make sure you do it. I still can't believe that Maverick Hunter defeated my master twice in the past. Your master? Apparently Doppler has a master, everybody. Apparently. Okay, our next Maverick we're taking on is Tunnel Rhino, because he's weak to the Acid Burst. So let's do it. So now the Bit and Bite is in effect, in those empty rooms that we were seeing. Yeah, they can show up at random. Bit first, then bite later. They will show up at random in those empty rooms. We do have Bit's weakness, so don't worry. If we actually run into him, we do have his weakness, so it's nothing to be too worried about. Oh, jeez. It's nothing to be too worried about. But the only thing is these guys can show up whenever they want. If they show up in Tunnel Rhino stage, or if they don't, well, we'll see. I had one time where Bit didn't show up until I got to Crush Crawfish, which was my latest attempt at beating this game before I started streaming this. Also, there's a heart tank over there, but we can't get it yet. Hey Isaiah, welcome to Mega Man X3. How's it going? Hope you're doing well today. I have so many people on my channel who just like comes by, says one thing and then leave. I have way too many people who do that. I'm like, you can't stay around for just a little bit longer. I'm not saying you, Isaiah, but I'm just saying like other people do that a lot. It kind of bothers me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, are we fighting Bit? Oh, we are. Okay. Welcome, X. I'm Bit. I have my orders. You are to be destroyed. No, I think Doppler said to bring X back alive. Being destroyed does not mean bringing him back alive. Anyway, Bit. He's weak to the Frost Shield. His pattern is kind of awkward. Like, he has this that he does. Like, he'll do like this jumping slash attack. From one wall to the other. Just hit him. Basically, just like, wait till he jumps up, drop down from the wall, fire a Frost Shield attack. It'll hit him like every time, if you do. Now, there's two ways to beat Bit and Bite in this game. If the last hit is his weakness, he's dead. if you don't hit him with his weakness for the last hit, you spare him. But you do have to fight him later, so we're not going to use his weakness because I want one of the bosses later in the game to be easier. It's not possible for you to contain so much power. The next time we meet, the result shall be different. Okay, so at least we spared Bite for now, or Bit. And Bite's the same way. If you use his weakness, which we don't have yet, well, he's gonna be dead if we hit him with, if his last hit is with the ability he's weak to. Anyway, oh, I was about to say there was a upgrade. No, that's a little. I think that's right above this area where we're at right now. But there is a Dr. Light capsule in this stage. But of course, much like the heart tank, we can't get it yet. And you're gonna be hearing that a lot in this playthrough. We can't get it yet. But yeah, right up there, we gotta have some way to bring that rock down to climb over there and get it. But we can't do it. Anyway, here is a mechanaloid. We can also use Zero in these stages, which is something I forgot to mention. If you press the R button in the weapons menu, you can choose to play as Zero. But unfortunately with Zero, is that he can't fight any bosses. And that really sucks, because, dude, imagine being able to fight the Mavericks as Zero, who has the bigger health bar and such. He has the Zero Saber at his disposal. But no, we can't do that. Anyway, this Mechanaloid, most of the time he's doing what he does what he's doing right now. He'll just keep bashing into the wall trying to knock X down. But other times he does this one attack where he'll raise himself up and try to like hit you with an extendo arm attack, which can be kind of annoying. But yeah. That wasn't the boss, of course. That was not Tunnel Rhino. That was just a Mechanaloid. Okay. Yay, our health tank's full. Our health is full again. Awesome. This stage is kind of long, actually. You know, I'm actually kind of glad that we fought Bit early on. Because, like, I hate fighting him in the next stage we're going to be doing, because the next stage is pretty hard. It's one of the harder stages in X. Look at that! One contact hit dealt that much damage. That's almost half of X's health. Gone. Like I said, guys, X3, I know I've said this several times, it's a hard-ass game. Anyway, we made it to Tunnel Rhino. Tunnel Rhino is weak to the acid burst. There he is. So Tunnel Rhino, he has a small plethora of moves that he likes to do. Most of the time he's charging into walls, and I don't know what's with the Mechanaloids and Mavericks charging into walls so much in this game, because we had that Mechanaloid that we just fought earlier in the stage. We had Blizzard Buffalo who does that. He also likes to shoot out these drills, which I at least want to show it off once. He'll shoot out these drills. Also, whenever he has this rainbow color palette, you can't hurt him. Just wait till he stops glowing, and then you can hit him. Okay, is he gonna do the drill attack? Okay, I guess not. Okay, well, we're not gonna stall and wait for him to do it. But like sometimes he'll fire this drill, it'll split into two other drills, and it can be a little bit hectic to dodge. Most of the time you'll see it if you don't use his weakness, because I don't think Tunnel Rhino's that bad. Like, he kind of channels his Blizzard Buffalo strategy in. So, yeah, he can be kind of easy to beat with the Buster. Anyway, we get the Tornado Fang, which I don't, again, just like the Frost Shield, I don't know why it's called that. But it's basically a drill that X can fire, and I liked it. This is probably my favorite drill ability in the whole Mega Man series. Because it doesn't only just hit enemies, it like literally drills through them. Like it deals like several hits. It goes through the enemy. It pierces through them, which is pretty cool. Anyway, next Maverick, Vault Catfish. Also, I just gotta say, I love these Maverick intros, by the way. The theme that plays is so badass. It's so freaking good. Anyway, this is probably the hardest Maverick stage in X3. There's so many enemies, there's so many things that can easily hit you and kill you. It's not a beginner friendly. I would not recommend this stage for a first stage. Well, for that reason and the Maverick himself, Vault Catfish is pretty damn hard. He's a hard Maverick to fight, trust me. Trust me, I would know because I tried beating Vault Catfish with just the X-Buster before, and I never beat him. I simply never was able to win. I do like the stage theme, though, for Vault Catfish. It's really good. This is like a power plant. Anyway, keep riding this elevator up. Don't drop off on this floor. Keep going up. Go over to the right over here, and the heart tank is over here. You do need the leg upgrade from Blizzard Buffalo stage, so just press A after jumping, and you can do a sideways dash and get it. There you go. I love that's the thing about X3. I love the maneuverability in this game. Being able to maneuver the way that he does in X3 is so good. Okay, there is a Dr. Light capsule in this stage as well, but like you heard me say several times before this, we can't get it yet. So we're just gonna keep going. Okay, are we fighting Bite? I kinda doubt it, actually. But if we are, we're still ready. Oh, nope. He's not gonna fight us yet. We don't have his weakness, though, but still. I know how to beat him without his weakness anyway. But question for chat, what's your favorite Mega Man X game? If I may ask. Got a favorite Mega Man X game? I know some of you have played the series, which is kind of fun. You know what's really funny about Mega Man? So, the Classic series didn't do as well as the X series on this channel. I find it incredibly ironic considering how popular the Classic series is. I don't know. I don't understand how the algorithm works on this channel. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you, honestly. The algorithm is like, one day it loves me, the next day it hates me. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you, honestly. Okay, just keep going down. I'm scaling the wall like this to make sure I don't get hurt. Okay. Okay, so we made it to Vault Catfish. Vault Catfish is weak to the Tornado Fang. And we are going to be using it because if you don't, this guy is a royal pain in the ass. Here he is. So, using the Tornado Fang, he'll just basically jump after staying still for a couple seconds. He's not so bad if you have his weakness, but if you don't, this guy is probably the hardest Maverick in the game. He's firing electricity all over the place. It's so hard to dodge everything. This guy is not to be taken lightly. So just do what I'm doing. I know I've already said that about Tunnel Rhino and Toxic Seahorse. Yeah, just do what I'm doing. Don't bother with trying to learn his attack pattern because you're not going to win. You're just not going to win. So, just use the Tornado Fang, okay? Be a good boy, or be a good boy, girl, or they, them, and just use the Tunnel Fang, or Tornado Fang. Just use it. Just like the Nike commercial, just use it, right? Don't be stubborn and try to take him on without his weakness, because you're asking for trouble. And there we go. Anyway, defeating Volt Catfish gives the Triad Thunder, which is it's kind of a shield. It's like 3 electric orbs around X, and then it makes like electricity. It doesn't stay around him too long, but it's probably one of my more favorite abilities in X3. It's definitely a unique electric ability that we never really get to see in the X series, or well, the classic series either. How many times is an electric ability used as a shield and offense at the same time? It doesn't often happen. Usually it's either one or the other. Anyway, our next Maverick is this guy, Crush Crawfish. Haven't played X, gotcha. Also, those pincers look like they really would hurt. They really look like they would hurt. I'm sorry if I'm not really saying too much. I just kind of don't know what to talk about. Like I said, I don't have my usual crowd here, so I don't know what they really talk about. So like, usually when I do that, when it's like that, I just kind of like coast along talking about like the game and stuff like that. But that's the kind of commentator I am. I like to talk about the game and stuff a lot, but I do engage with my chat too. But like, if there isn't really much of a chat going on, I just do what I'm doing now. Anyway, bite, no bite. This is where I fought Bit in my latest playthrough before streaming this. And also, Crush Crawfish is another Maverick you wouldn't want to take on first. Also, down there is a portal that leads to the mysterious Maverick area. We're not going to do that yet. There is one in Blizzard Buffalo stage, and I think there's one in I don't remember the other stage that it's in. But there's like 3 or 4 portals that take you to the mysterious Maverick. And you're going to learn who that mysterious Maverick is, because that's all it said in that cutscene with Dr. Doppler, is that mysterious Maverick. Well, he looks kind of familiar though, but I don't want to spoil anything. In fact, we're going to know who he is later on in the game anyway, because his name's going to show up. But we'll leave it in suspense for now. Anyway, so this is something I never knew about this game until recently playing the new X3. Come over here in the top of the room. There's actually 2 extra lives over here. Use the Tornado Fang, drill through this little part of the wall, and there you go. 2 extra lives just for you. In fact, every playthrough I've watched of this game, nobody has ever... And yeah, there's spikes. Don't forget that there's spikes down there. I totally forgot that there were spikes. The thing is, a lot of time, I noticed this a lot of time in the X series. It's so hard to judge where to jump sometimes unless you really know the level design. It can be so unforgiving if you're not careful. So unforgiving. Also, I really like this theme too. I love Crush Crawfish's stage theme. Also, that's a Maverick idea I never thought of. Crush Crawfish. That's a cool name. Also, yeah, so see where we can go now. There are also some life energy over here. So no reason to not grab that. So yeah, what's going on, Dr. Light? Why couldn't you make X impervious to spikes, huh? Why does he still have to die to spikes in one hit like he just did a moment ago? You can't make him impervious to spikes, Dr. Light? Well, actually in X6, one of the things I do love about X6, as much as I hate the game, is they actually have a form of X that's impervious to spikes. I know, novel concept, right? Anyway, we just sunk this submarine, so now it's like on its side, underwater. So just continue your way up here. Gonna drop health. Drop me some. Oh, freaking! I hate those enemies. I really do. Anyway, Crush Crawfish. This guy is not to be taken lightly, even if you have his weakness. Don't underestimate Crush Crawfish. This guy hurts. Because unlike the other Mavericks that when they get hit, they'll repeat a certain pattern. Nope, not this guy. He does whatever the hell he wants to. And when I say that, I mean it. He'll just... Yeah, you can see I'm taking quite a bit of damage in this fight. No, I'm not dying. I refuse. Use those sub-tanks wisely, I say. Because this guy... He probably is the hardest Maverick without his weakness. I think he's worse than worse than Volt Catfish. I told you. See? You see, I told you. Don't take Crush Crawfish lightly. He killed me. I told you, like, the contact damage in this game hurts like hell. It hurts so much. There should be an achievement. Take on Crush Crawfish without his weakness. Are you... But he's weak to Triad Thunder. Just try to hit him. Get it? Try to hit him. Because Triad Thunder. Haha. Haha. Can you, like... Okay. I'm trying to, like... Yeah, that attack does so much. That backwards, that backup attack he does, it does so much damage. Anyway, we beat him. And look, I barely beat him again. See? The Crush Crawfish is no joke. Gosh, I hate fighting him so much. Anyway, defeating Crush Crawfish gives the Spinning Blade, which is... It's a blade projectile. Basically, it'll go forward, then it'll turn around and go back. One will go up, one will go in the upward direction, one will go down. There we go. Okay. Our next Maverick is Neon Tiger. I think this was the point in the game where I had to stop earlier. But yeah, Neon Tiger's our next Maverick. And guess what, guys? We can actually get everything in the stage for once. I know. Isn't that cool? We can actually get the Dr. Light Capsule, the Heart Tank, and the Sub Tank. Also, what's going there, Thomas? And Wario. Welcome, guys. Coke's Crush Crawfish. And you'll be eating a bunch of metal there, Wario. Neon Tiger is interesting. So I got a little bit of trivia for Neon Tiger's stage theme. This is a reference to, if you know the band, the rock band Guns N' Roses, there was a song. Okay, that was a lot to dodge. There was a song they had called My Michelle, and this theme is loosely based on that. So ain't that neat? I wonder if Guns N' Roses aware that Neon Tiger's stage theme sounds a lot like one of their songs? Were they aware of this back in 1995? I'm pretty sure they were, because there were. I don't remember any legal disputes about this theme for Mega Man X3. Why is the background Donkey Kong Country? It kind of does look like it, actually, that you mention it. So yeah, we got 3 sub-tanks. I think Neon Tiger's stage theme is one of my favorites in X3. I love this theme so much. You know, it's kind of funny, in X7, there is a Maverick, that's basically a giant ape. I think his name is Soldier Stone Kong. Anyway, use the Tunnel Fang or Tornado Fang on this cracked wall. You can come over here, do an upward dash, and there's a Dr. Light Capsule. Enter this capsule, X. Take this X-Buster upgrade. The upgrade will increase the strength of your charged shots. You will be able to shoot 2 charged shots at once. If timed correctly, you can overlap the shots to create a single cross-charge shot. Which, honestly, it's not really one of my favorite abilities. The upgrade will also allow you to charge any special weapon. Now there's what I'm talking about. We can charge up special weapons. Yay! Okay, so here's the cross-charge shot that he was talking about. So, it's not really worth all the time it takes to charge up, but now we can charge up special weapons, like this. Here's Acid Burst. He fires 2 and they bounce around. Here's the Triad Thunder, which we're gonna need to do. No, actually, I'll show off Triad Thunder later. Here's the Spinning Blade. That's awesome. I love that one so much. Here's the Frost Shield charged up. Well, actually, no, it only works underwater, so we can't really show that one off either. Here's the Tornado Fang, which is probably the least exciting. He just holds the Tornado Fang in front of him. And that's all the weapons so far. Okay. Okay, are we fighting? Wait, no, I don't think Bite. Does Bite? No, Bite could show up in this stage. But no, we got this centipede mechanoid. Or whatever this thing is supposed to be. Is it a centipede? Or a caterpillar? I guess it's more like a caterpillar. But yeah, just keep shooting at the head. Eventually it'll go down. It's a centipede. Hey, it's like Magna Centipede from X2. There we go. I just hate how long it takes for these mechanoids to blow up. It takes so long. Like, jeez. Oh, so there is another room. And unlike in X2, where the, oh, we got another one of these pedestals over here. Still can't do anything with it yet. But now that we've beaten, now that we got this upgrade, we can actually go back to previous stages and get some of the stuff we weren't able to get before. Because we can charge up weapons. Well, I'm not going to go for them yet, but I will eventually. I'm going to go for them when I can actually get everything I need to before beating the last Maverick. Also, that mysterious Maverick, by the way, you do want to fight him before taking on the last Maverick, which is, in this case, is going to be Blast Hornet. So are we going to fight Bite? No, still no Bite. Okay, you know what? I'm completely fine with that. I really don't care. Oh, thank goodness those spikes don't kill in one hit like usual spikes. I guess because they're smaller. They don't instantly kill X. Thank goodness. Okay, so the heart tank is right up here. Just climb up this wall. You could use that dragonfly, or you can actually do an upward dash on this wall right here. Like you could do like this and go up. So there you go. So we're at Neon Tiger. Neon Tiger's weak to the spinning blade. So we're gonna use it. I do kind of know Neon Tiger's pattern, but still I don't feel like dealing with it. So weakness it is, guys. So whenever you hit Neon Tiger with the spinning blade, he'll drop down, go over to the other wall, and try to use his Ray Splasher from his tail. That's all he'll do if you use his weakness. If you don't use his weakness, he does this like slash attack with his claws. That could be really annoying to dodge. It's a lot. I think he also has a desperation attack too. And that hurts like hell. Did I mention every Maverick in this game hurts? I don't think I made it clear enough yet. After that crushed crawfish fight, you can kind of tell that these Mavericks hurt like hell. Also, that was a freaking run. I didn't even realize that. Cool. Anyway, that was Neon Tiger. I don't think he's too much of a threat despite his appearance. You can't keep Neon Tiger, Wario. He's dead now. We killed him. We killed the ferocious kitty. Anyway. Anyway, Neon Tiger gives the Ray Splasher, which is... It's a long-range attack that... It kind of reminds me of the... One of the armors in X6. Like, it fires a long-range shot, but it kind of goes like up, down, up, down. It's kind of hard to describe it. It's a more basic ability in X3. Okay, our next Maverick is Gravity Beetle. So we're going to go on to him. Also, this theme that's going to play in this stage was the theme I used for the intro screen, and I freaking love it. Also, I got a little story about Gravity Beetle. For those who don't know this, so I never really talked about this in X1 or X2 because I forgot, actually. Not every Maverick in the series is just... They're just being bad for no reason. Some of them have reasons for being Mavericks. Gravity Beetle, and because of this reason, I kind of feel bad for him. Gravity Beetle is only a Maverick due to revenge. Remember Boomer Kuwanger in X1? That was Gravity Beetle's brother, and X had to kill him. So Gravity Beetle joined Doppler's army in a rebellion because X killed his brother. That's kind of sad. Actually, I heard in the manga, too, that Gravity Beetle has a whole, like, thing in the Mega Man X manga where X and Zero forgave Gravity Beetle, like, after they defeated him, and they spared him. Anyway. Bite? Nope. Wow. I guess Bite's gonna just have to show up in Blast Hornet's stage, because he's not showing up at all here. Okay, so this upgrade up here, I hate getting this. We basically have to do like a really weird jump. Like, you gotta do like this, but it's so hard to get. So, I'm gonna do a method that nobody has ever done in this game before. Yeah, it's so hard to get. You'll see how I'm gonna get it. Well, I do have a previous, save password where I already got that. That's basically a ride armor. And there's 4 in the game. So in order to save all the trouble of getting that, I'm just going to use my previously saved password. Yeah, seems like everybody else has already gone. My other people's already gone. You're not going to get to see the rest of X3, unfortunately, because I think X3 does give a huge segue into X4 and onwards. Yeah, I know you're still here, Autumn. I know you're still here. I appreciate it. Anyway, up here is another pedestal. Again, still can't do anything with it. But yeah, man, I just gotta say, he might be a Maverick, but poor Gravity Beetle. Poor Gravity Beetle. X killed his brother and now he wants revenge. It must suck. It must suck, Gravity Beetle, to lose your brother, man. Also, well, no, I'm not going to talk about that yet. But there is something over above that wall. You need the ride armor to break that little wall down there. But, I'm not going to talk about what it is yet. You want Mario Tennis Fever, but it's set out to your budget. Yeah, it's $70. I'm not getting it personally, but Okay, Gravity Beetle. Weak to the Ray Splasher that we got from Neon Tiger. I did. I had to practice X3 a lot because this game is hard. I did. Gravity Beetle, I don't think his strategy is too bad. I've never really learned like what his strategy is, but hit him with the Ray Special. All he'll do is just jump towards X like slowly. You know, he kind of reminds me of Heracross a little bit. Yeah, Gravity Beetle, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to die too. I know you didn't like that X killed your brother, but X has to kill you as well. You're a Maverick, and that's what we have to do. I know he has a thing where he makes like a black hole kind of thing on the ceiling, and he tries to launch X into it. But I never really knew why he does that, because it doesn't do any more damage than it normally would. So I think Gravity Beetle is a good first Maverick to fight. Anyway, we get the Gravity Well, which is... It's basically this little orb that creates gravitational energy that can damage enemies. Also, it looks really cool, too. I don't know if it showed up on the stream, because, you know, flickering sprites on the stream layout doesn't really translate well. That's just how it is. Okay, we're not going to go to Blast Hornet yet. Now we're going to actually go back and get these collectibles that we couldn't get before. So, oh, actually, no. We're going to restart the game. I know, you're going to think I'm crazy for doing this. Remember that Ride Armor upgrade that I didn't get in Gravity Beetle stage? We're going to go to Password, something that I have not done before. We're going to still have everything I collected so far, so do not worry. We're not going to have the same amount of lives, though. But we're going to have everything that we've already collected. Plus the frog upgrade. Anyway, now we're back here. So, let's see. Let's go to Tunnel Rhino first. We might have to fight Bite this time. We might. So as you can see right there on the bottom right, you can see the F. Yeah, that's what we missed in the Gravity Beetle stage in our first attempt. In fact, I'm going to keep that password forever. Whenever I play X3, I'm not going to try going for that Ride Armor, because it's so annoying to get. Like, you basically got to do like this weird upward dash to get it. And since the platform is so far out, it's hard to reach it. So anyway, let's charge up the Triad Thunder. This is why I didn't show it off earlier. Charge it up. Creates a freaking earthquake with a shockwave to follow it. And it brings these rocks down. There we go. That's how you get the Heart Tank. And that's also how we're going to get the Dr. Light Capsule. You getting the new Yoshi game? I'm still not really sold on that game, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I'm not too sold on the new Yoshi game. It looks charming, but I need to see more of that game before I can confirm I want to get it or not. I don't know. Like, I love Yoshi games. Believe me, I do. But, okay, Bite. I think those guys only show up in stages where you didn't beat the Mavericks. So, I guess he's just going to have to show up in Blast Hornet stage. But if he doesn't, I mean, I'm not going to complain, because you know what? Like I said, if you don't beat both Bit and Bite with their weaknesses, they will show up later in the later stage as a boss. And if you kill them both, there's a much harder boss that I really despise fighting, and that's why I spared Bit earlier in the game, because I do not want to fight that boss. I'm going to explain what the other boss is, but yeah. Also, another thing I didn't mention in X3, there is some stage-changing things that happen when you defeat certain Mavericks. If we beat Blast Hornet, some of these Mechanaloids are easier to fight, because they don't have, like, the huge arsenal of weapons on them. So, let's charge it up again. Kaboom! There we go. And there's the capsule. Enter this capsule, X. Take this sensor upgrade for your helmet. The upgrade will help you find hidden items based on the satellite readings. You should be able to tell the exact location of items using its ground-penetrating radar. This is probably the best helmet upgrade besides the one in X4. It's more useful than the one in X2, that's for sure. And in X1 is literally just to get a Dr. Light capsule for the most part. But yeah, it shows a basic layout of the stage in these squares. So yeah, that's everything in Tunnel Rhino stage, so we can just leave now. We're done with this one. Okay. So now we're gonna go to... let's go to Toxic Seahorse. Oh, and you see those... Oh, also when you get the helmet upgrade, it shows what items are in each stage. I'm gonna explain what those question marks are. You probably saw it briefly. Okay. I'm gonna explain what they are in a little bit, but... I'm not gonna be going for what those question marks are, but... They're there if you want to get them. But I don't want them personally. Also, we hit 10 like hype yet? I don't know if we did or not. I would assume yes. You know, it's kind of funny. Like, even though my chat usually is like this a lot of the time, I always get the likes on the stream, but I never get the chat interaction, which is kind of weird. Unless I'm playing like Mario Kart or something like that. I never get the actual chat interaction. It's weird how that works. Anyway. Okay, so the upgrade we're getting is one of the ride armors. Basically, once we get to the underwater section, right here. So, I think we want to stand right here and charge up the Frost Shield. Charge it up. It becomes a giant block of ice or whatever. It'll rise up to the top of the surface, and then... Oh, it was right there. You saw it, right? Okay, let's do it right here. Yeah, there we go. Now we should be able to reach it. There we go. Got the K! Okay, that was Toxic Seahorse. Alright, let's see. What's next? Oh, we can't get the Life Up upgrade in the Gravity Beetle stage yet, because we gotta beat Blast Hornet first. We still can't get the upgrades in this stage yet either, because we need to beat, we gotta beat Blast Hornet. Actually, you know what? We are gonna go to this stage anyway, because I want to take on the Mysterious Maverick. We need to beat him before we beat all 8 Mavericks. Yeah, everything's right here at the beginning, which is really convenient, actually. Anyway, charge up Triad Thunder on top of this platform. It'll blow up, and then we can get ourselves the Ride Armor. So now we're going to go on and face the Mysterious Maverick, and you'll see. I don't know. I'm still not sold on Pokopia, honestly. I'm still not. I'm still not. I'm sure there's people who are charmed by the game, but like, I don't know. I don't know about me. So, okay, by the way, even if we kill Bite in Blast Hornet stage, we still didn't kill Bit, so we don't have to worry about the alternative boss later in the game. Anyway, right here, remember I mentioned right here there was a portal? Yeah, drop down here, and there we go. Also, this theme kicks ass. Ah, love it. I guess I gotta say the soundtrack in X3 is probably the closest to X1 for the first 3 games. I don't know, X2 soundtrack I wasn't really feeling it too much, but I like X3 soundtrack. I know some people don't really like it very much, but personally I think X3 has a pretty solid soundtrack. Hey, what's going there, Barry? Welcome to Mega Man X3. Okay, so... Oh, we're not quite there yet. Ray Splasher. Okay, Mysterious Maverick. We're about to see who it is. Who is that Mysterious Maverick that we've been seeing? There he is. It's Vile. Ha ha ha. You're trapped, X. Vile, Zero and I destroyed you years ago. This factory is set to blow in a matter of minutes. Until then, I'll try to keep you busy. Anyway, Vile, he's got ride armor again. Gosh, what is with Vile and ride armor? Is he obsessed with having ride armor every single time? Like, jeez. But Vile is weak to the Ray Splasher, which is why I'm using it. Basically, this is his only attack from what I'm getting. He'll just charge and try to like hit you with his hand. Just like charge out of the way, hit him with the Ray Splasher. Pretty simple. And there we go. But that was only the first part of the fight, because now he's also weak to the spinning blade. So, if you don't fight Vile here, you'll have to fight him later in the game, which, honestly, I don't think the Vile fight is that bad later on, but the alternative to Bit and Bite, that's actually pretty bad. Okay, I need to heal up here, because I don't want to die. And there we go. That was Vile. Don't think that this is the end, X. I will haunt you to the day you die. Wow, what a heart of gold Vile has, right? Jeez, that's one way to say something when you're on your way out. I will haunt you till you die. Jeez, Vile. You need to get out more, dude. Well, actually, no. You can't get out more because you're dead. See ya, Vile. It was nice meeting you again. Anyway, now we got 50 seconds to get out of here. As you can see, 50. So make haste to the end of this area. I think it just counts as an automatic death if you don't get out of here in time. But grab those goodies if you need them. Wait, remind me of what, Armchair? Okay, now we got a quick elevator ride. I mean, oh, you're talking about Pokopia. It's a little bit like Animal Crossing, I guess. Okay, now all we gotta do is make our way across all of this. You get enough time to get out of here. You always end up at least with 5 seconds. There we go. Anyway, that's all we can do in this stage for now, so we can leave. We can't get the heart tank yet, because we gotta beat, of course, Blast Hornet stage. Okay, what else is left here before we go on? I think that's everything we can get for now. Yeah, that's pretty much everything we can get for now. So what are these question marks that you see on the screen here? Those are pink capsules that we can get from Dr. Light. Now, each of the pink capsules upgrade one part of X. Either his legs, his arms, his body, or his head. I'm not going for any of them, and I'm not going to show where they are. And you want to know why? Because later on in the game, there's an upgrade that's better than all 4 of those. So we're not going to worry about them. Anyway, Blast Hornet. Last Maverick, guys. Blast Hornet's pretty hard, too. tried beating him on my first try as well. With just the X-Buster. Nope. Couldn't do it. Also, is he the only Maverick that still has an animation when his name shows up? His wings were still flapping. Oh well. I think he is actually. Because every other Maverick has like a stilled sprite, but his still keeps moving. I don't know. Honestly, Orange, I wish I could agree with you on that, but I don't know. I'm a little bit creeped out by that Ditto. I'm a little creeped out. Just a little bit though. It's not like Furbies or anything. Oh no. Furbies are still one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Also, if you come up here, there's another pedestal. Just a little bit longer. We'll be showing what those are for. Just a little bit longer. Also up here, well, actually, you know what? Since I'm already here, up there is where one of the pink capsules is. It's kind of hard to reach, but you can get up there. I don't really know the real way to get up there, but like I said, don't worry about the pink capsules. I know. A guy whose favorite color is actually pink, I'm telling you to avoid the color pink. Well, there's actually a better pink capsule later on, like I said. Anyway, well, we're fighting Bite now, so here he is. You have to show up at some point. Oh no, this isn't Bite. I forgot, we got this mini boss. Bite is going to show up later, though. Bite is going to show up in this stage. Believe me. I really hate this wireframe thing, by the way. No. I refuse to die. There we go. I just wanted to be safe, guys. I just wanted to be safe. No, Furbies are one of the worst things in the history of mankind. I hate Furbies. Now don't get it wrong. I didn't say I hate furries. I said I hate Furbies. Why would I say I hate furries when I am one? That wouldn't make any sense. Now would it? No. Really? Really? I kind of like Blast Hornet stage theme too. It's kind of rocking. I like it. It's still not better than Gravity Beetle stage theme though. Gravity Beetle has a kick-ass stage theme. Anyway, so remember the ride armor upgrades we were getting? Well, in this stage we can actually get the ride armor, finally! All we gotta do is come this way, use the Tornado Fang on this cracked wall. Kirby would probably eat Furbies for breakfast. Wait. Get rid of that crate, and there's the ride armor. Yes, you have to come to this stage to get it. So now, ride armors are actually unlocked. It doesn't tell you that, but yeah, there they go. We got all four now. Why is this the only ride armor you gotta get this way instead of like getting the letters? I don't know. It's just the way the game was programmed, I guess. Now, of course, you could take on Blast Hornet first and get the ride armor immediately. Well, no, you can't get it immediately. You have to at least beat Tunnel Rhino. But you could be Blast Hornet if you want, but like I said, I'm not good at fighting Blast Hornet, so why would I go for that first? That wouldn't make sense for me. Anyway, use the ride armor to climb up here and get your heart tank. What? I guess the Furby copy ability would be like scaring people at night. I think Bite is weak to Spinning Blade, from what I remember. Anyway, Bite's gonna show up here regardless. Oh, he's not? Huh? Am I missing something here, or is there there must be another room later on? Because I am so certain that Bite was supposed to show up there. Why is he not showing up? Like I said though, I'm not gonna complain because I didn't want to kill both Bit and Bite anyway. But Bite was supposed to show up, and he didn't. That's really weird. I guess sometimes maybe Bite just doesn't show up at all, but I've always had, every time I play through the game, Bite shows up at some point. No, he didn't show up. Okay, well, whatever. Blast Hornet, Gravity Well. I was gonna show off Bite's strategy. Basically what Bite does, he'll make this magnet projectile that he'll fire up on the wall, try to pull X towards him, and then he'll charge to the wall and try to hurt him, and it hurts like hell. It's really dangerous. But anyway, since we never got to show it off, unfortunately, Blast Hornet. Blast Hornet, this guy, yeah, weak to Gravity Well. It'll continuously damage him whenever he gets hit. Yeah, it's really weird how this weakness works on him. Like, I like how it just hits him like 5 times. But if you don't have his weakness, he fires these like homing hornets, and they can be a real pain to get rid of. So I would suggest just use his weakness, and there we go. Just use the Gravity Well. That was Blast Hornet, guys. We have beaten all the Mavericks now. So we got to go back to the previous stages and get those other upgrades that we couldn't get. Now that we have beaten them. Also, get ready for one of the most badass stage select things you'll ever hear in the series. Anyway, we get the Parasitic Bomb, which is, it's a target. It kind of like, it locks onto enemies, and it can also like chain into other enemies. Hey, it's Dr. Kane! Any problems, Dr. Kane? I pulled some memory chips from the Mavericks, controlled by Dr. Doppler, and analyzed them and found that Dr. Doppler is trying to create a powerful new battle body by collecting the special abilities from the latest breed of Reploids. Battle body? First I thought Dr. Doppler was trying to create it for himself. But the information indicates that he will not be able to interface with it. So it must be for someone else. Sigma? Can he still be alive? A hidden laboratory has been pinpointed at Point D. All indications that Dr. Doppler's secret lab. You need to get there immediately. On my way. It's time I put an end to Sigma for good. Alright, well, Sigma's in the game. Huh, who would have guessed? Sigma's in the game, even though Dr. Doppler seemed like he was the main villain. Also, this stage select theme. Oh, it's so ominous. Anyway, with this, I'm going to leave you guys for a few moments, so I will be back. Yeah, just listen to this ominous music for like another 5 minutes or so. Be back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Actually, I'm saying, did I miss anything? Anyway. So let's see. We can go back to Vault Catfish and get the sub tank and the body part. So let's go back. What's going there, Joe? Welcome to Mega Man X3. I'm just getting these last few collectibles before moving on to Dr. Doppler's lab. And I'll be so glad when I finally get the upgrade in this stage, because we're going to get the body upgrade, which makes attacks hurt less. Finally. Also, now you can see those little mechanoloids are green. Yeah, because we beat Blast Hornet, they're not red anymore. Also, in Blast Hornet stage, I know it didn't show up because we beat Gravity Beetle, but there's basically like this weird mini boss, like this this aircraft that drops these crates. I think you gotta like destroy like 5 or 6 crates and then it goes away. We didn't actually see it because we already beat Gravity Beetle, but it only shows up if you don't beat Gravity Beetle before Blast Hornet. That's one of these stage changing effects in X3. I don't know what all of them are. Since we beat Blast Hornet, we can also get the Heart Tank in Gravity Beetle stage, because Blast Hornet has to do with the crates somehow. It's kind of weird. Blast Hornet affects Gravity Beetle and Gravity Beetle affects Blast Hornet stage. I don't know how that works. But, yeah. Anyway, charge this up. Gravity Well. It'll raise this platform up. Oh, that was the wrong ability. That was Triad Thunder. What am I doing? So charge up the Gravity Well. And there we go. Cool, right? I know, it's so cool. Enter this capsule, X. Take this armor upgrade. The upgrade will decrease the damage done to your system. As you receive damage, a defense field will be generated to protect you. Yes! I will gladly take this. And there we go. And there's the little shield that shows up. Anyway, we're still going to continue the stage because there is something else we can get here. Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't, like I said, I didn't even know Bite can just not show up at all. I didn't even know that. Because, like I said, I've always had to fight both of them in every playthrough. Of course, when I'm streaming, Bite just never shows up. Anyway, now we can do this because we got the Ride Armor in Blast Hornet stage. So we could choose one of these. This is Kangaroo. This is, I forget what the name of this one is. And this is Frog. Frog only works underwater, so don't bother with it. In fact, we didn't even get to show it off in Toxic Seawater stage, so we're just never going to see the Frog. But yeah, here's the Ride Armors. Each one is different. They also... Oh, H is Hawk, by the way. K is Kangaroo, H is Hawk. I do know that much. Anyway, use the Ride Armor to break that floor right there. Come down here, and there's the sub-tank right on the left. So, we got everything in this stage. Let's leave. Okay. That was... Vault Catfish. What's left? Oh yeah, this one. Crushed Crawfish. We almost got everything. Almost. We gotta go back to Gravity Beetle stage, get the Heart Tank. There is a pink capsule in the stage, but we're not gonna get it. We're gonna act like it's not there. Let's use K. Just to show off what the Ride Armor looks like. But also charge it up to do a different attack. This one extends its arm out. But we actually need this Ride Armor over here. Anyway, drop down 2 stories. 1, 2. You see this part's cracked on this side. Break it with the ride armor. And there's our heart tank. Booyah! See? This game is easy when you practice it, but when you don't, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Oh, we gotta go back to Blizzard Buffalo stage 2 and get the heart tank. Yeah, we're just bouncing back and forth through these stages, guys. We're just doing this. Also, when you beat, I don't know which Maverick it is, but these little lights here weren't flashing before. I don't know what that does. Is that just a cosmetic thing, or I really couldn't tell you, honestly. Because when we did this stage at the beginning of the game, those lights were not flashing. Anyway, let's use N. This is more akin to the one that Vile was using in his fight. Charge this one up. Oh, this one doesn't have a charge move. Okay. Destroy these ice blocks. Alternatively, we could have used the tornado thing to destroy these, but it takes too long. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to destroy it with the ride armor instead. There we go. And our heart tank's right over here. Okay. I think we have only 1 more heart tank to get, or 2. I think there's 2 left. Let me make sure that we got everything there, everything. Oh, there's only 1. Okay. Well, Gravity Beetle. This is the last thing we got to get. We're ignoring the pink capsules. We're going to be going for something else later. Okay. So basically, right in here, right above where we are, is the heart tank. Yep, there it is. And we have finally reached full capacity. Well, not exactly full, but we got everything we can get for now. Okay, guys, we're moving on to the end of the game. This is where everything happens. Let's go to the giant D. Let's take it to Dr. Doppler. Also, love this stage theme. So the ultra upgrade that we're going to be getting, because we didn't get those other pink capsules, is in this stage. Okay. There we go. Also, I believe this stage has the alternate boss if you didn't beat Bit or Bite. If you didn't kill him. Well, I didn't kill Bit, and Bite just decided to not show up. So, I'm gonna have to fight the Bit-Bite combination boss, which I'm really happy about, because the alternate boss in this stage sucks. I'm gonna explain what the alternate boss is after we beat the Bit-Bite boss here. Okay. Alright, let's use Acid Burst here. So, this Chimera Mechanoid. Watch how quickly the Acid Burst disposes of this guy. X, I've come to help. I'll stop the collapsing ceiling. You destroy that junk robot. Now watch how fast this gets rid of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits! Haha! I actually never knew that was his weakness until, like, recently. X. There's an army of powerful Mavericks in Dr. Doppler's lab. They've been modified by Dr. Doppler into war machines. Be careful. I'll watch my step. Thanks, Zero. I'm going to scout around. I'll catch up later. Of course, Zero's always scouting around. He's always doing the other stuff. Actually, we can't So this is how you play as Zero in a stage. If you press R in the menu here, yeah, you can choose to play as Zero. I'm not going to show it off yet. I know I'm kind of showing it off really late in the game, but you can choose to play as Zero. The reason why I'm not going to show it off here is because the upgrade that we're going to be getting, you have to be X to get it. Also, X has to have everything in the game that we've collected. All the heart tanks, all the sub tanks, all the ride armors. If you don't have everything, you can't get this upgrade. And oh, this upgrade is so worth it. It's so worth it. Up. I'm trying to make sure I don't fall on the spikes here. Oh, that was a wow, that was definitely a leap of faith if I ever saw it. Okay. I really hate those guys so much. Anyway, right here. Make sure X's health is full. Drop down this pit. And right over here is the upgrade. There's the pink capsule we do want. Enter this capsule, X. Install this chip to enhance all your parts. The situation should now be improved. Good luck, X. Also, in addition to powering up all of X's parts, legs, arms, body, and head, we also get a new golden plate as well. Like a golden color palette. And this golden color palette is so useful. Stand still. Just stay still. It recovers its health automatically. In fact, we're going to wait here for a little bit. We're going to wait here for a little bit for X's health to recover. So, yeah, what you guys want to talk about in chat? Got anything? Anything special? Yeah, this is refilling his sub-tanks, by the way. Let's see, how much is full already? Oh, the first was almost done. Okay. Just gonna wait here for a little bit. Of course, alternatively, you can just go by and, like, fight a bunch of enemies and stuff, but... yeah, I'd rather just do it this way. Okay, at this point, two sub-tanks should be full. This is something I actually never knew about in X3 until I played this more recently. I didn't even know that this recovers health automatically just by staying still. Because, like, who's really going to think to do that in a game that's full of fast-paced action? Who's going to think, oh, just stay still for a while, and, yeah, it'll just recover automatically. No one's going to think to do that. So I basically put my controller down for a while. You should get to hear this awesome theme for a little longer. Can't complain about that. I love Doppler's stage theme. Actually, I just thought about it. I hate the second Doppler stage. I really don't like the second one. Almost got 3. Just a little bit longer, guys. Also, hashtag 10 like hype in chat, guys. How's the weather? Hey, it's not as cold as it was, so the snow's starting to melt. So that's always good. The snow and ice has been around for almost 3 weeks now. It's still not all gone, but most of it is. Okay, I think we can move on with this. We got like 3.5 tanks full. We can move on. So yeah, now Mega Man gets 2 air dashes, like that. He gets double armor. He gets, I don't know what the helmet... I guess the helmet is what recovers his health when he just stays still. And the, I guess, is the arm cannon stronger? I guess the arm cannon is is basically the same. Maybe the X-Buster shots is a little more powerful. I don't really know. But, yeah. Now you can see the shield covers his whole body, not just part of it. Also, up here is nothing. I don't know why this little area is here. I recently saw that, and I'm like, why is that there? What's the reason for it? No reason. Okay, so we're at the boss of Doppler 1. The boss here. So this is you can fight two different bosses here. We didn't kill Bit and Bite. We wouldn't be fighting them right now. We've been waiting for you, X. Dr. Doppler modified us after a first battle against you. No, Bite, you never fought X, so what are you talking about? You just never bothered to show up. So, yeah, Bit and Bite are going to combine and make this Chimera robot. And it's weak to the Ray Splasher. So, okay, so alternatively, there's a boss here that, it's basically like it's this like really weird junk robot that you have to like cling onto the wall for most of it. And what it does is like, it has like two separate things that it does. It has like this little nozzle on its nose that basically gives it the ability to shoot out this like toxic liquid. And once the nose is destroyed, the entire floor becomes like this acid that can hurt X. And at the same time you're clinging on the wall trying to hit it with the Ray Splasher, it's shooting junk at you. It's a very annoying boss and I despise it. I can't stand that boss. That's why I didn't kill Bit or Bite, because I didn't want to fight that thing. If you do though, kill Bit and Bite and then you'll fight that robot and you'll see how annoying it is. Anyway, Doppler 2. I don't like this stage. Also, we barely beat Bit and Bite in that fight. That was kind of close. Okay. So, the reason I don't like this stage is because one of the sections, like really close to the boss, it's this most slow, boring, unnecessarily long section in the entire game. Also, I really hate those. I really hate those robots too. I really hate those guys. Let me recover health again. Let's do it. Really hate fighting those things. They like blow up and makes you think that they're defeated, and then they still keep shooting at you. We'll just wait for his health to recover. I'm sorry if this is kind of boring to watch, but I'd rather not die. But yeah, Bit and Bite, they won't show up for the rest of the game. We killed them now. They're dead. So, Bit and Bite are now a done deal. Also, oh, actually, you know, we can use I think we can use the frog armor here. I think there's water in this stage. Hold on. Yeah, here's the frog. No. Yeah, it hops around on land. Not very useful on land. Because why would it be? Yeah, here's the water. So, it can travel pretty well in water. Even though well, I guess I couldn't really show it off, but it is good for underwater battling, but otherwise it's not very useful. I don't know, I don't really like the ride armors in X3. They're not very optimal in my opinion. Are these things gonna move? Hold on, let's try Gravity Well. Can I get rid of these things? No. What? Am I gonna literally have to? That's so okay. That's so stupid. I have to take a hit there. I don't know why those things will just disappear. Also, we get a hyper shot too, which is, yeah. See this hyper C? Basically, that you can actually do a supercharged shot with that. Like you could just fire out like yeah, charge shots without having to charge it up. Anyway, so this is a boss that you can alternately fight with X, which we're doing right now, or you can fight this boss with Zero, which is kind of unique. I know, a boss you can fight with Zero? What a novel concept. But anyway, if you fight this boss with Zero and beat him, Zero dies, and you get an alternate ending. Okay, there we go. Zero would die to this boss if we beat him with Zero. I'm not going to be showing that off, but... Oh, and this is where you get Zero's Saber, which is basically the Hadouken Shoryuken ability of X3. I know it's not a Street Fighter reference this time, but yeah, you get Zero's Saber if you fight that with Zero. Anyway, I don't ever go for the Zero upgrade. I don't even bother with it because it's not really worth it, honestly. It's like, it's whatever. Come on, just let me up, please. Come on. Dude, I don't like the enemy placement in these stages. Yeah, okay, here's the really boring part that I was talking about. So we got these little snail elevators that we have to use to climb up these walls. Can't get up there any other way. You gotta take this slow, boring way up. At least we can charge up some health while we're doing this. Well, in theory, if those little robots don't show up. Well, never mind. We won't be able to really do it. Because every moment we stay still, we have to do something else. Oh, that was close. Just keep going up. You're gonna have to crisscross across both walls in order to get to the top, because that's how this part works. There we go. Just keep going. We're almost at the top. We're almost there. There we go. We made it. Okay, what is the ball? Oh, I know what this boss is. I know what this is. I think we gotta use Triad Thunder. So remember the Mysterious Maverick that we fought earlier in the game? If we didn't defeat the Mysterious Maverick earlier, we would have to fight him here. But since we beat the Mysterious Maverick, we're gonna be fighting an underwater boss. And this boss, I believe, is weak to Triad Thunder. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. So just use it on him. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be. What is this? Is that supposed to be like a Kraken or something? But just keep wall jumping and hitting him. Should go down relatively easily. There we go. Yeah, Vile will be fought in the next room if we didn't kill him earlier. And Vile pretty much has the same boss strategy, so you're not really missing anything since we killed Vile earlier. I think he might be weak to a different weapon, but I'm not entirely sure of that. I don't usually fight Vile when I get to this point in the game. I usually fight him early on, before beating Blast Hornet. Okay, Doppler number 3. We're almost at the end, guys. Almost. We're getting close. Oh, I believe this is the Maverick refight stage. Which, you know, that's always fun. Yup, it is. It is. There they are. Also, believe it or not, guys, this is where we're going to fight Doppler, too. Oh, hey, Blizzard Buffalo, we get to show off your weakness to the P-bomb. The parasitic bomb. Because we fought Blizzard Buffalo first, so we didn't get to exploit his weakness. But yeah, the parasitic bomb just knocks him back a little bit. He'll kind of continue his own attack strategy, but other than that, it really cuts his health down pretty well. So he is not hard. Well, he's not hard even without his weakness, but still. There we go. See, I know X3 doesn't seem like it's that hard right now, but trust me. Maybe I'm making the game look easier than it is, but trust me, this is a hard-ass game. And trust me, I wouldn't lie to you guys, okay? I would not lie to you guys. This game is hard. There we go. Who's our next victim? Toxic Seahorse. I'm not showing off the boss strategies either, like without their weakness. No, I'm still not gonna do that. I'm still using their weaknesses because I value my sanity. There we go. Hey, Neptunia fan. Welcome to Mega Man X3. How's it going? I'm actually almost done the game. We're very close. I appreciate you coming by. Let's see. We're gonna fight Crush Crawfish. I kind of want to get him over with. No, we're not. I just gotta say too, like that pre-boss, like the music that plays when the Maverick first shows up. Oh, there's the drill attack right there. That's what he didn't show off earlier when we fought him. I told you we're probably gonna get to see that later on. I told you. Oh, he's actually doing it twice, too. Interesting. Okay, that was Tunnel Rhino. I remember watching a lot of the Mega Man, Rockman videos that Silent Weapons has uploaded back in the day, how we re-upload as LPs because his old channel was gone. I remember Silent Weapons. I remember him. Yeah, it kind of sucks that happened to his channel. Trying to get some weapon energy from this thing. I don't know what this thing is. Is this like a generator? Ah, there we go. There we go. Come on, Crush Crawfish. Let's do it. God damn it. It's Neon Tiger. Yeah, I think he had like extended that. Okay, that's one thing about YouTube too. I noticed YouTube's taking out a lot of channels that do extended video game soundtracks. Like I think one was called Brawl something, and all those videos are pretty much gone as well. I hate that so much because sometimes I want to hear video game music for longer than 2 minutes, but no, I can't do that now because YouTube keeps taking them all down. It really sucks. Oh yeah, of course Final Fantasy soundtracks are copyrighted. Of course they are. Square Enix is very, very they're very strict with their property. Very strict. I was surprised that Cloud and Sephiroth even got into Smash, considering. But you know, Sakurai, he loves us as fans. That's one thing I can say. That's more than I can say for other people. And this is also not going to be crushed crawfish. I can tell this is Vault Catfish because the thing at the top of the room. Yeah. Is crushed crawfish literally gonna be the last Maverick I have to fight in this? Cause that kind of sucks. Also, Neptunia, what's your favorite Mega Man X game, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Even with his weakness, Vault Catfish can still be a bit of a pain. Like, the way he jumps, like, he kind of like, he doesn't just jump to where X is, he kind of bounces too. Mega Man X is your favorite? I mean, X1 is the best in the series, in my opinion. It's my most favorite game. I love X1. I don't like X3 too as much because X3 is way too freaking hard. But yeah, I like the Mega Man X series for what it is. I just don't like X6. I don't like X6 at all. Well, that's kind of a lie. I like the soundtrack of X6. I like some of the Mavericks, but X6, like, as a whole, like, with the story and everything, X6 was just such a huge dog pile. I don't know what Capcom was thinking. There he is. Okay, Crushed Crawfish. There you go. You finally manned up and showed up. Good on you, Crushed Crawfish. Now, the reason I wanted to take him on is because Crushed Crawfish is pretty annoying. And I wanted to get his fight over with. Yeah, that is very much true, Armchair. Very much. I just don't like that this guy just does whatever the hell he wants when you fight him. I don't like... I mean, of course, not every Maverick needs to have an exploitable strategy, but... Gosh, Crushed Crawfish sucks. X3 was by the same devs who made Game Boy Mega Man games. I actually didn't know that, to be honest. Maybe that's why the Game Boy Mega Man games are so hard. Except for the second game. Mega Man 2 for Game Boy is like the easiest Mega Man game in the whole series. Like, that includes X and Classic. You know what? I need to stream Chrono Trigger. I need to stream that game. Chrono Trigger has so many. I think there's like 6 or 7 endings for Chrono Trigger. I definitely want to show that bad ending of Chrono Trigger because, oh my gosh, the bad ending. You want to talk about games that punish you for failing? Oh my gosh, Chrono Trigger makes you feel really bad if you don't win. It makes you feel so bad. You get to watch the world just get destroyed right in front of you and there's nothing you can do about it. That game really makes you feel bad. You revive Neon Tiger. Oh my gosh. There we go. That was Gravity Beetle. I think, is that the last Maverick? Did we beat all the Mavericks already? I think we did. No, we didn't beat Blast Hornet yet. Okay, Blast Hornet. Since we know you're the last one. There he is. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention during the Blast Hornet fight when we first fought him. Make sure X is close to the gravity well whenever he uses it. Because it takes less time for him to use it again so he can, like, damage the Hornet. Because if he's far away, it's going to give the Hornet a chance to attack. And I would rather not have that attack happen. So just stay close to where the gravity well is. There we go. Is there proof that Ganondorf pays well? Is that proven? I don't know if that's really the truth or not. Anyway, so we beat all the Mavericks. I believe we did. That should be it. Also, it's kind of funny. We beat Blast Hornet last in this room, where Blast Hornet was the last Maverick we fought in the first parts of the game. So that's cool. Okay, so we got Doppler's fight coming up. Take out the Acid Burst, because that's what he's weak. Oh, right, we got another room first. It's so hard to get through that without taking a hit. So I kind of like this stage theme, too. No one ever talks about this stage theme in X3. Okay, here we are. Now we're at Doppler. There he is. I've been waiting for you, X. I'm Dr. Doppler. I've been watching your battles closely. Your victories over my men have been most impressive. I need superior Reploids like yourself, X. I offer you the chance to join us. Together we shall build a utopia where the Reploids rule under the watchful eyes of Sigma, our Lord and Master. No way, Doc. Your scheme's here and now. Perhaps you are not as smart as I once thought. Prepare to be ripped apart and be born again as part of the new body of Sigma. Ooh, Doppler's making threats, guys. So Doppler is weak to Acid Burst. Basically, whenever he stays still, don't hit him. Whenever he does that pose, do not hit him with the Acid Burst. Basically, he has like this energy field that recharges his health whenever he's staying still like that. Hit him when he's doing something. Yeah, that green energy, that heals him. So wait till he starts attacking, hit him then. I don't think Doppler's hard, honestly. I really don't think he's difficult. Also, Doppler, you got a pretty kick-ass boss theme, by the way. I just gotta tell you. It's that Waluigi's dad. You know what? Now that I look at him, he does kind of remind me of Waluigi a little bit. He does. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. Oh, come on. Okay, come on. Come on, Doppler. There we go. We beat him. You are strong, X. Strong enough to defeat Sigma. Doppler, can you talk? X, he kind of just did, dude. What do you mean, can he talk? I don't know why they even wrote that in X's dialogue. He literally just said something. Sigma's true form is that of a computer virus. I was corrupted by him and I created a horrific new body for him. Where's the body now? It's in the underground hangar of this lab. I don't think Sigma has occupied it yet. Don't worry about me. Destroy the body before it's too late. Time is running out. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, so Doppler's not a bad guy after all. Sigma was corrupting him. Gosh, Sigma. Anyway, last stage, guys. We get this ominous music again. Yeah, how's this for a last stage theme, guys? Like, this is the music you hear before you have to fight Sigma. Sigma ain't playing, guys. He's serious. And by the way, in X3, Sigma, oh my gosh, this boss fight is one of the worst in the whole series. It is so bad. It's not bad because it's like a bad fight. It's hard. Let's get that health back. I'll go ahead and destroy the power generator. X, you go upstairs and destroy Sigma's body. So, of course, if Zero gets killed in that other fight with that dragonfly, we get his saber, he won't show up here. That's one difference if Zero is, it's dead. Anyway, let's climb up. Oh, come on. Come on, X. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, this fight, oh my gosh. We meet again, X. It was easy to corrupt that fool Doppler. And I would have succeeded if you hadn't interfered. But we are always destined to meet, aren't we, X? Let the eternal struggle begin. Sigma 3. So, is he Captain America now? He's literally Captain America. And oh my gosh, these fireballs are so hard to dodge. Like, he's just firing them, doing whatever. But I learned this strategy when you're fighting him. Just stay above his head, use the spinning blade. It'll hit him almost every time. It makes this fight significantly easier. Because trying to dodge those fireballs, it's not reliable. But yeah, remember in X2 when I said, oh, is he going to be Captain America? Yes, I said that because I already knew. Of course, I already knew. Gosh, Sigma. Like I said, Sigma, you need to go to a game convention, dude. You fit right in with all the cosplaying you're doing. I'm just saying. Also, that shield attack can hurt a lot, too. Also, I love that boss theme. I love this boss theme, by the way. I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, there we go. That was the first phase. Oh, of course, it's not over yet. Hey, that was the Game Boy sound effect. Well done, X. But I'm far stronger than my previous forms. Behold the power of the ultimate battle body. Oh my gosh, what was this monstrosity? This is Sigma 2, I think it's Kaiser Sigma. There's no weakness, believe it or not. Basically, the only way to hurt him is to charge up a buster shot and hit his small head. It's very hard to do because the head is blocked by these huge ass shoulders. And oh my gosh. So, yeah, make sure you come into the fight with 4 sub-tanks because you're gonna need them. Do not come in with any less than 4 full sub-tanks. Don't. I wouldn't stray you guys wrong, would I? In fact, we're gonna use one right now. We're not dying. Yeah, Sigma ain't playing. He ain't playing. No more. Well, he wasn't playing in the beginning, but now this time he's really serious. Oh, and by the way, I'm just going to tell you now, I know we're fighting Sigma now. Don't let your guard down when this boss fight's over. Don't let your guard down. You're going to see why I say that after we beat him. Do not let your guard down. Like, don't think, oh, it's over now. We can actually relax. Nope. Because there's something else that's still going to happen after this fight. And oh my gosh, what happens after this is so cheap, and I hope it doesn't kill me. I really hope it doesn't. Ah, come on. Oh my gosh. These little like circular things that he's firing are so annoying to dodge sometimes. Okay, we almost got him. I feel like the hit detection with his head is kind of weird. There we go. Okay, now it's the true test, guys. Oh boy. No, it can't be. I can't even defeat you with this magnificent body. There seems to be only one choice now. I'll possess you. God damn it, Sigma. Anyway, so now we have to climb up the walls as fast as possible because there's lava. And if that lava kills you, guess what? You gotta do everything over again. And yes, you will have to do the Sigma fight all over again. And I died. I died, actually. That's what I was worried about. No. No, it's so cheap too. Oh, I gotta recharge health again. God damn it, I was worried about that. You guys saw I was trying to climb out of the lava before it got to X, but the lava climb is too fast. Now I gotta recharge health again. Yeah, you gotta fight Sigma all over again if you die to that lava climb section. It's so cheap and I despise it. Yeah, it is. It's a last-ditch effort for to kill X. You know what I should have done? I should have just went to the other side. I'm gonna try that actually. Wait for his thing to recharge again. But like I said, during the Sigma fight, do what I did. Do what I did with hanging over Sigma head, using the spinning blade, and then during the second phase, just try your best not to get hit too much. And during the climbing section, I don't know what to really tell you. Just don't die, I guess. Don't die, like I did, unfortunately. Oh, I think it stopped. Yeah, it did. It stopped. I need weapon energy, though. Then again, maybe not. I don't know, I think we got enough spinning blade. That sucks. I was hoping to beat Sigma without having to retry, but unfortunately, the game didn't want that to happen, I guess. Oh, gosh, dude. Oh, yeah, we can skip all this text, because we already read it. So, yeah, like I said, just do what I'm doing. You'll have a much easier time fighting Sigma. And you know, I'd rather my viewers have an easier time with this fight. I really hope this only takes 2 attempts. I mean, you could always fight him the other way, which makes the fight harder, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not. No. I'd rather have it easier on me. Okay. Yeah. New battle body, whatever. Oh man, I cannot believe I died during the freaking the climbing section. That's always the part that makes me the most nervous too, because I always worry whether the lava's gonna catch up. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Sigma 2 in this game is really that bad. Like, if you know what to do, he's not really that hard. I mean, yeah, he is significantly harder than X1 and X2 Sigma, but I don't think he's overall the hardest Sigma fighter. I really don't. I feel like the only reason why he might seem harder is probably due to the last part. Because it's such a cheap cop-out strategy, and you know what? Honestly, Sigma doing that is such a Sigma move. It really is. Also, that giant beam that he fires deals constant damage as long as X is in the beam. So don't get caught in it. I forgot to mention that. Nope. Okay. I feel like staying on the right wall is easier, but I'm not gonna lie. I honestly don't know which wall is the easier one. Please don't let this happen again. Okay. Here we go. Gosh, I freaking hate this so much. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, I made it. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. I made it. I made it. Oh. Okay, that's the end of the game. Damn, it's a dead end. Oh, hey, the head is smaller now. Haha, give up, X. I'll possess your body and rule the whole world. Not when Zero shows up. There we go. If Zero's dead during that boss fight, Dr. Doppler here shows up to save X. You're Zero. It's you again. How you like that, Sigma? I picked up an anti-Sigma virus program from Doppler and used it on my beam saber. Sorry about the delay, X. I thought the program might be the only thing that would work against Sigma. My program, it's disappearing. But someday, I will. And there we go. Yeah, he does. He actually says damn. And they didn't change it in the Legacy Collection. I thought they might have, but no, they didn't. Thought they would have changed it to Dorn or something, but nope. Oh, that was X3, guys. I should have beaten that Sigma section the first time, but I know there's some people who could probably do it without dying at all, but it's so hard, like so cheap. Anyway, I like this like whole scenery. It looks really nice. X has crushed Sigma's plans once again. but many questions still occupy his mind. Why must humans fight against Reploids? You've asked this twice already. And why must Reploids fight against each other? As X stares into the burning remains of Doppler's lab, his body trembles from an unknown sorrow. What does fate have in store for me, he wonders. He can only hope that someday Dr. Light's plans for him will finally be revealed. Unknown to X, his destiny has already been decided. To save mankind, he must destroy Zero. Wait, what? Zero? No, Zero's a good guy, right? Why would X have to kill him? But only time will tell when and why. That's kind of leading up to a little bit of a storytelling in X4 that I'm not going to talk about. Yeah, so this game just drops a huge bombshell that Zero has to be killed. I mean, goddamn. Anyway, that was Mega Man X3. I still, like I said, I still like X3, but the difficulty spike between X1 and X3 is unreasonable. Like, I don't know why they made X3 so hard. But, I still like it more than some of the other X games. I like it more than X6. Of course I do. I like it more than X2, believe it or not. I'm not really a fan of having to collect everything just to get this golden armor. But it is worth it once you get it. It's definitely worth all the collecting. But, X3 is still a good game. It's still a good game. So yeah. I do like X's look with this golden armor better than his regular blue armor. He looks cooler that way. I need to find a raid target since we're done. So, my next game will be X4 in the series, of course. We're going in chronological order. It's not going to be for a little bit because I do need to practice X5 as well. I only beat X5 once, and I do want to practice X4 again before actually streaming it, so don't be looking for X4 in a couple weeks. We're probably going to be... I'm probably not going to do X4 until maybe late March or something like that. I really don't know, honestly. But this was fun. This was fun despite some of my frustrations. So yeah, there they are showing the power and speed of each Maverick again. Volt Catfish, I hate fighting you without your weakness. You are so annoying. But yeah, let's see who we can raid. So, you remember that that dark secret about Zero that I was talking about? Remember when I said Zero has a really dark past? Well, in X4, we're gonna actually learn about that dark past of Zero. Why is Zero such a threat, even though he's a good guy? We're gonna learn about it. We're gonna learn about it. In fact, what I like about the X series is you learn more and more about Zero between each game. Like in X1, he was just kind of there, you know. In X2, he was killed in X1, so he had to be put back together, and the X-Hunters kind of seen Zero as a little bit of a threat, so they wanted to make him like work for Sigma or whatever. X3, we find out that Zero must be destroyed to save mankind, and yeah. X4, we're gonna learn a lot about Zero. In fact, I might be spoiling this a little bit, but in X4, we can actually play as Zero for an entire campaign. Yeah, not just for stages. We can actually play as Zero for a whole entire stage. Or throughout the whole game. Like, we'll be playing through X4 twice. We'll play as one playthrough as X, and the other is 0. So, that's cool. Also, I know I didn't really show off being able to play as 0 in a stage, but we already seen it in the intro stage, so it's basically the same thing. He fires a buster shot. You can use the Z-Saber if you charge it up. So yeah, there we go. We get thanked for beating the game. Hooray! Okay, raid time. So I don't know if I should stream tomorrow, guys, because guess what? Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. I don't know. Should I stream Mario Maker 2 tomorrow? Or should I just wait till the 20th? I think I'm gonna wait till the 20th. I don't know, guys. Let's see, any raid targets? You kept Neon Tiger for a pet. Oh my gosh. Well, I see Cobra Gaming's live with he's playing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I'm not into that series, but yes, we can now rest for now. Until Sigma comes back in X4. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for, you know, sticking around to watch me play through X3. This was significantly a longer playthrough than X2, but hey, X3 is harder, so I expected to die more. But I'm just not a fan of that last cop-out strategy on Sigma during that boss fight. Like, I could imagine how many people died during that climbing sequence. It's so cheap too. You literally beat Sigma, you think everything's over, and then boom, he springs that shit on you. That's so cheap. Anyway. But then, you know, I mean, it's Sigma. What do you expect, right? Anyway. There's a Friday the 13th video game. I know there is. I've never played it, but I know about it. Anyway, there's Cobra's link, guys. Go give him a Roddy raid. Okay. Anyway, guys, that was Mega Man X3. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If I decide to stream Mario Maker 2 tomorrow, I'll see you when I do that. If not, I'll see you guys on Saturday for... Is it Animal Crossing? It might be, it's either Animal Crossing or it's something. I don't really know. It might be Animal Crossing. But anyway, guys, this has been your host, Rob Morrison. Thank you for joining. Until next time, bye-bye.